Joining us now, a man who saw it all from the sideline and who was kind enough to, I guess, put away some of his own sleep to come into Studio B. Kalani Sitake, the head football coach at BYU. Coach, welcome to Studio B.
Great to be here. I do it for you guys, get up early and come do this for Spencer and Jerem and for Cougar Nation.
We appreciate that a lot. We really do.
Thank you.
What was the craziest thing you saw in last night's game?
The whole game, but I think the most impressive thing were the fans and the support. I mean, the rock section was unbelievable, but I think that was huge for our players and for our team. But probably the two-point conversion. I'm a fan of two-point conversions, and we have to put that one in the playbook, I guess.
They fumble the snap, pick it up, and throw it in.
It's not a pass option. You need a fumble. That was the idea.
He's a great quarterback, but for that to happen, it was just like, okay, I guess we're supposed to have an epic comeback and then win the game like how we did it. But it was a fun game, but just obviously some things to fix, but a lot of fun.
And we'll break down the game, and there's a lot to discuss there. What time did you go to sleep? Or did you go to sleep at all, Kalani?
I mean, I look this way all the time, so sleep doesn't really help me. If beauty is from sleep, then I probably need to be put in a coma. But no, I watched the game, and there's a lot of energy from last night, and so just want to move on and get better. But sleep's really not important until when you get past your 20s. It doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah, we know that. We look like we're in our 20s. We're actually not.
Yeah.
What's today like for you guys? Is it a treatment day? Do you have any kind of practice or anything?
No, we have nothing. I mean, it's a big weekend for the church and a general conference, and so we have nothing scheduled other than a little bit of treatment, guys, in between the sessions. But this weekend will be all focused on conference.
How many years of your life have you lost in the first 5 weeks of your first season as a head coach?
I mean, September has been a really hard month when it comes to your heart rate. But a lot of fun, a lot of good things. But obviously, we'd like to be in a better position than 2 and 3. But we can get a lot better and make more improvement with the win, making adjustments. And so we're looking forward to building from this last game and have it carry over to Michigan State.
What's a game like last night like? Because you're excited that you won, you're excited that you scored 55, you're excited that you win in dramatic fashion, but you give up 53. Mm-hmm. So what's that like for you?
Well, frustrating being a former defensive coordinator, but we have a great coaching staff on the defensive side, and we have great talent defensively. It was one of those nights where one mistake cost us over and over and over again, and it wasn't just one person. It was, you have to give a lot of credit to Toledo. They made some great adjustments, and they were able to capitalize on some mistakes that we made, but we need all 11 guys to do their job. When our defense is 11 strong, meaning everyone's doing their job, we're really difficult to beat, and that didn't happen enough last night. But the effort and the guys worked hard. We just need to be a lot cleaner as a defensive unit.
In terms of the offenses that you have played against this season, Arizona, Utah, UCLA, West Virginia, and now Toledo, what is the best offense that this BYU defense has faced this year?
Well, I mean, if you're looking at points and just production, obviously Toledo's up there, but we didn't really do our best when it came to our defensive assignments, and it was a little sloppy at times. Just keeping it as real as we can. But
you always do. We appreciate that.
Well, I mean, I just think that our guys, there's a little bit of freelancing there, but whenever we were able to disrupt the quarterback, we caused turnovers, 2 picks, and so obviously if we able to do, everyone does their 1/11th, I think great things can happen from this game, and I think that the 2 turnovers were the key.
You mentioned the desire to, get a lead and keep a lead, right, in a game. Yet, are you comfortable in crisis at the end of a game at this point, since the 5 games have played out the way they have?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it seems like that's just what this team is made of, Once they got the 2-point conversion off of a fluke play, you should have been on the sidelines hearing what the offense was talking about. It was beautiful. We got this. It was just they're used to having the ball in their hands and an opportunity to get a win, and it just happened that way, and having the crowd behind us. And the entire night was unbelievable.
I saw 1:11 on the clock, and you had all three timeouts left. I thought that's way too much time. Did you feel the same way at that point?
Yeah, I mean, the game went on past midnight, so I mean, it just seemed like nobody left until 2 a.m. here from the stadium. But it was, yeah, I feel like when we have over a minute left and 3 timeouts, and we're in a good position.
All 5 games decided by 3 points or less. But like you said, learning in a win is obviously better, and you have to go to Michigan State next week. So how long can you revel in a win like this, an instant classic where your offense shows up big time, before you really start hitting the ground and trying to turn it to Michigan State?
We've just been really pleased with how the offense has come along this last 2 games, and obviously really happy with how the defense has played the first 3. So let's put together a complete game, and then we'll have a great chance of success in Lansing, Michigan. But our guys are excited to get better, and yeah, I said before, we haven't put together a complete game yet as a team, and so we're looking forward to that. We've had consistency in our special teams, which I'm really grateful for. But being able to go on the road, and it's now the time for our offense and defense to put it together.
Jamal Williams has this record-breaking night, and it was evident early on that he was in the zone. What's it like for you on the sideline to see him have a game like that?
Well, that was awesome. I remember being younger and watching Marshall Faulk do the same thing. I think that game ended up in a tie, and so this one was a little bit reversed, where our running game was a lot stronger, and to have that type of night for Jamal was awesome to watch. I think you talked to Jamal, and he'll tell you that it's not him. I mean, you saw some of the holes that were out there in the blocking, and from all 10 guys on the field, from receivers, tight ends, fullbacks, and definitely O-line. They did a great job, but it was really nice to see Jamal do what he did last night, and that's when he's at his best.
Now, I heard that when he broke the record, and speaking of giving credit to his teammates, he went and shook every hand of the offensive line and thanked them for what they were doing and gave them props. So that's in accordance with what you were saying. He's very quick to point out that this is a team game. He's a unique personality, and it's fun to watch. And, selfishly, I'm like, can he stay another year after this year?
Well, and he's exactly what our seniors are all about, the leadership and the closeness of this group. It's been really impressive to watch, and having them own the team. As a head coach, you love it when guys take over the team and when they're about their teammates before themselves. And he was really excited when Squally scored his touchdown. I mean, that the sideline was more excited when he scored. It's kind of like they've been used to Jamal scoring, but it was nice to see Squally get in the end zone. They were getting excited when tight ends were catching the ball, and the fullbacks, when Braden caught the ball and ran over some people. I mean, this is a close group. I've said it before, and the closeness and the brotherhood and the family atmosphere is going to pull us through in these games. It obviously did last night, and hopefully it carries on to the next game.
Jamal Williams, before all the games played today, is actually leading the country in total rushing yards, which is pretty cool. And someone on Twitter called it the Jamal fence. What do you think of that?
Well, we have to get some defense going to help him out. But, yeah, we don't want to have to rely on always, the offense scoring 55 points. And Coach Tuyaki and the defense coaching staff, they're well aware of it. And the players on defense, they know they want to get better and help us win games, so it doesn't have to come close like this every week, But we're looking forward to them getting it cleaned up and making some adjustments, and we'll be fine.
I was impressed with the way that Taysom Hill specifically bounced back as a thrower after a rough first half. 3 of 11, of course, the explosive play to open the game, 75-yard touchdown bomb to Jonah Trinnaman, but he was slowed after that. 7 of 8 in the second half, including a couple of dimes to the tight ends and that one to Colby Pearson on the final drive. It just seems like in that moment this season he goes to this next level, and so I don't know. What do you think about what he is doing late in games as your senior quarterback?
I think this is the drive that he has to win games, But I know the first half was a little rough with the throwing game, but he came along. The thing that he does that a lot of people don't understand is the adjustments that he makes on the field before the play. He'll change a pass play to a run, and he'll change the type of run play even, so we can get our offense set. And that's what Ty's done with the quarterback position, giving them the freedom make some adjustments and call some audibles on line of scrimmage, and he does that quite a bit. And the guy that benefits the most from it is that guy right there, Jamal, and the run game. So Taysom's not, as I mentioned before, Jamal's about the team. Taysom's the same thing. And, when he's needing to throw the ball, he comes through. So, he's just a great manager of the whole game and of the offense. And I love watching it.
Kalani, Parker Daw last week on Countdown to Kickoff mentioned the desire for some kind of reward, when the offense does something good. He wants to look over the sideline. He wants like a Twinkie, he said. Yet, he said he's only being given water. After the last 2 games, should he be given more than water?
I don't know if Twinkies are the way to go, but
that's what he asked for.
That's what he asked for. Then we're gonna have to give the big uglies what they want. I mean, I love the O-line, and I know Jamal and them do it, but they love them too. So we'll have to. If they want Twinkies, Twinkies is what they get.
Hey, that's a player's coach right there, man.
Right? Let's get
up.
Parker Dawson
Twinkies. There's a limit, though. You can't have. It's not like all you can eat buffet of Twinkies. That's not going to help us.
You have to adjust all the offensive line weight numbers midway.
Nobody is happier.
You wanted them bigger, but not like that.
Than Parker Daw. No one's happier than Parker Daw right now.
Yeah.
We're going to clip this off, and we're going to send this to him.
He's in his pajamas making Twinkie bacon sausage right now, man.
Yeah. No, we want Parker to be healthy.
Happy and wise, exactly.
Kalani Sitake, the head football coach at BYU, with us on BYU Sports Nation special Saturday edition of the show following a 55-53.
There were so many
win.
Points, we can't remember the score.
I don't know. BYU won. That's what matters the most, right, for the BYU fans and the coaches. Coach, do you plan on playing a game that will be determined by more than 3 points this season?
Yeah, if we're on the winning side of it, that'd be great. So whatever it takes to win. I know it's entertaining, but once again, I'll go back to what I said earlier. If we can put a complete game on both sides, I think we'll be really successful and get a lot of victories that way. So yeah.
What have you learned about your team through the first 5 games?
Oh, they have heart and there's no quitting on this team. I mean, if there's a second left on the clock, they're going to play to that thing says 0. So I've been really proud of these guys and the work ethic that they have. And to be honest with you, I have to give a lot of credit to Coach Mendenhall and his staff for establishing that identity and that foundation that we were able to build on, and the senior leadership's taken over. And so there's a lot of great things that have happened here throughout the years, and hopefully we can continue that tradition.
What's on the agenda for your guys over the next few days after a crazy game like that in terms of recovery and just getting ready for the rest of the games and notably Michigan State?
Well, we have some guys that are banged up a little bit that would have helped, having them in the game defensively, for example. I know Butch and having Butch Pau and Troy Warner would have been helpful for us, and getting Micah Hanneman a little bit healthier for next week will be helpful too, and Travis Tuiloma, same thing. So health-wise, we're looking forward to our guys getting better and trying to have all of our guys when we get into the game time and be able to rely on them. So when you're going against great offenses, especially the teams that tempo you have to use more than just 11 guys, and we need the game and the season's hurt our depth a little bit. So. And it's testing it. I thought Pulsifer came in, did some great things, and Heater did some great things on the defensive side, basically, taking over for Butch. But it would be good to have Butch and everyone else involved. So, yeah, health is the issue here. Let's
end with this. Is a game-winning field goal in a shootout like that, are you more excited or relieved at the end of the game?
Well, I'm a fan, so it was entertaining. But then the coaching part hits in, and you want to get things fixed, and you want to make sure you play better, So, coaching has taken over the fan part a little bit more, especially after the game and reviewing it. But the fan part is just really excited that we won and relieved. So I guess all of it put together, and then just looking forward to just relaxing and watching conference for a little bit.
Does the fan part come out during the games, by the way?
A little bit, especially when the refs don't get the call right. So.
Like a 4th and 4 where a guy steps out of bounds or anything?
I don't know. I had to say that one of the refs got hurt, and so They went from an 8-man crew to a 7-man crew.
That's true, and it was early, right?
So I guess they can use the excuse that that ref that was hurt was the one that would usually catch that one, and the phantom holds that didn't get called and stuff like that. But my job isn't to critique the refs. You know, they do a great job, and I thought it was a fair game, but that one play was just one that it was right in front of me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have probably said anything about it.
Hey, look.
And demonstrated with you took your cap off.
I did. It wasn't a gentleman. It was not a gentleman's type of tip. I took it off to tell him that's what you're supposed to do when the guy steps out of bounds. But I don't know. I could be a ref if this doesn't work out, I guess.
Oh, Coach Kalani Sitake with this great stuff, Coach. Enjoy your conference weekend, and let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma for recovery as you head to Michigan State.
We need it, so thank you very much, and always a pleasure being on the show.
Thanks. Have fun watching TV all day like the rest of us.
I'm looking forward to it.
Conference and football.
And maybe taking a nap. You can take a nap, too.
No, yeah, I'll try. I'll try doing that.